The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with Veterans Day approaching rapidly, I find it particularly fitting that we raise this important issue today, an issue affecting our veterans that should concern all of us here in the Congress. As Americans, we enter into a moral covenant with our armed services, with the men and women warfighters that we send into harm's way. It's a covenant that says, you do this for us, and we will take care of you when the time comes, when you need us. It's a covenant that our honoring is of paramount importance, and there is no one here in the People's House that wants to turn his or her back on that covenant. As part of this enduring covenant and commitment to those who have served our nation, the VA provides, as has been mentioned, a modest aid and attendance benefit to low-income veterans in need of our support. It's a benefit that helps pay for assisted living and in-home personal care for veterans who qualify for a VA pension and are homebound or require the aid and assistance of another person. Unfortunately, as Dr. Rowe mentioned, a number of unscrupulous scam artists are out there taking advantage of this commitment and this benefit provided to our veterans. They abuse the VA system by deliberately misleading our veterans into thinking they have to pay application fees, into creating damaging, irrevocable trusts, into paying extra fees for so-called expediting these applications when no such expediting is available, and for paying any fees at all when, as has been mentioned, the veteran service organizations do it for free. Practices such as these leave vulnerable elderly veterans with few choices outside of draining their own remaining assets. My bill, the Veterans Care Financial Protection Act of 2017, is a bipartisan common sense approach that will direct federal agencies to work with the states and outside experts to establish standards that will prevent this kind of exploitation of our veterans and protect them from dishonest, predatory, or otherwise unlawful practices relating to the ANA benefit. And it will require a report from the Government Accountability Office to conduct a study and report to Congress on how better to protect veterans from these scam artists. Mr. Speaker, we owe our veterans who have made great sacrifices for all of us the protection and benefits that they deserve, and as such, I urge a yes vote on this bill. I want to thank the chairman of the VA committee, Dr. Rowe of Tennessee, its ranking member, Mr. Walls of Minnesota, and the entire Veterans Affairs Committee for taking up this bill. And I'd also like to thank, over in the Senate, Senator Warren for her hard work on this bill in the Senate as well. And I yield back, Mr. Speaker.